evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to another Kuwait pilot stream. It is 1700 Zulu, 2000 hours local time. Want to welcome all of you guys to this stream this evening, and today we are taking a look at Autoortho 0.7.2, and we are flying the Toliss A320neo based on popular demand. And I've picked a short route for you guys today. We're flying from Orlando to Miami in the state of Florida in the United States. The sceneries today are featured from Nimbus Simulations. They are actually they create very nice planes for X-Plane, but they have also some very nice sceneries, including that of I believe the Denver International. But those two airports are from Nimbus Simulations. They are really, truly excellent airports. If you like flying in the United States, I highly recommend those two airports. Well, so first thing first, let us head over to, I was not getting my chat, and finally now I'm getting my chat. Welcome, V-Skycheck, Dougal McTavish, Stan. We have Andre, Martin Novak, welcome aboard. We have James with us today. What do I have here? Let's see here. All right. We have Fly Brian, welcome aboard. And we also have with us Mr. Valero. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us this evening. Stefanos, welcome aboard. Greg, welcome, guys. Glad to have you here with us this evening. All right. So first thing first, you'll notice that X-Plane is really starting to look very, very nice. In fact, it looks fabulous. And for all of those who kind of bet on the demise of X-Plane after Flight Sim 2024 comes out, are proven very wrong, because X-Plane is looking better than ever. It is a very realistic sim offering an extremely immersive virtual flying experience. And for those reasons, I think X-Plane is here for many years. It is definitely here to stay for many years to come, for as long as Laminar keeps developing the sim. Now, the one thing you'll notice, if you haven't tried Autoortho, I highly recommend that you grab it. As you can see, Autoortho 0.7.2 doesn't bring any quality, any more quality than it's already very good. It doesn't improve the quality of the scenery, but it is really a huge step up in terms of the performance. So now you no longer have to close the sim, run this first, run that after. All you need to do is run Autoortho, start X-Plane, and you're good to go. You only need to make the changes to your scenery.ini only one time with 0.7.2, and it will be preserved for all subsequent flights. So you don't, every time you start the sim, everything will be in place. Once you click on run, it will mount the sceneries, and as you keep running, you don't see the command window anymore. It's just not there anymore. So it's looking very good. Performance is excellent. The loading time is just improved vastly over the previous versions of Autoortho. So I highly recommend it. And again, if you'd like a tutorial on how to install Autoortho, I highly recommend the tutorials by my very good friend and fellow content creator, Drashal Mack. He's got some excellent tutorials, both written and video tutorials. All right, back to our flight, ladies and gents. And today we are flying this rather beautiful aircraft here by Toliss, and I've picked the Spirit Wings livery, which is beautiful. This is a real-world flight today. Spirit Wings 884, I believe, from Orlando to Miami. And again, you can see the beautiful scenery here by Nimbus Simulations Studios. Very, very nice scenery. And I'm not sure if anyone has been to Orlando, if they've actually completed the terminal, because it looks like there is a terminal under construction here, and this is totally again, modeled in this version of the airport. Very, very nice scenery. Highly recommend this scenery, and the one from for Miami as well is that of Nimbus Simulation. So in the cockpit here, let's get things started. Let me very quickly brief you on our flight plan today. We are departing Orlando International runway 35 left through the Danny 3 departure and arriving into Miami International runway 08 right through the Kestal 2 arrival. We are cruising at about 27,000 feet this evening, and our approximate flight time is 45 minutes. Hello, Benjamin George. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Automatic landing. Can we perform an automatic landing? Why not? If you guys want me to do that, I'm more than happy to do it. Yeah. Hello, Mert. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Hello, Thomas. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Thank you very much, Stan, for posting the link to Drishal's video. All right. First thing first, let's do our checks. We're going to come here and make sure that the parking brake is set and the alternate gear is stowed. The flaps are up. The engine switches are both in the cutoff position, and the engine selector is in norm. We're going to move here and make sure that the landing gear is down. I really like the livery, the Spirit livery. It's got some really nice custom decals inside the cockpit as well. So moving up here, we're going to make sure we have more than 25 volts for batteries 1 and 2. And we're going to go ahead and start battery 1 and battery 2. And external power. Gotta love those sounds. Let me bring the sounds. I think they're a bit too low. So we'll bring that to 3540. All right. So cruise supply is on. That's the oxygen cruise supply. Ground control is on. ADDONS nav, ADDONS 2 and 3 are all in the nav position. Next, we're going to come here, put the strobe on auto. The nav lights can go on. Arm the emergency lights. Non-smoking signs on. We'll leave the seatbelt signs for the time being until we refuel. Let's come here to the fuel pumps and turn those on. And let's test the engine 1 fire test, APU fire test, and engine 2 fire test. Perfect. All checks okay. Everything here checks okay. And all right, we're good here. Let's come over to the controls here. Let's turn up the lights for the PFD and the ND. All right, there we go. And we'll do the same for the McDo's on both sides. Lower and upper E cams. Again, let's brighten those controls up. And we'll do the same thing on the first officer's side. There we go. Excellent. Okay, we are ready now to program the McDo's. And while we're at it, we're going to come here and turn the APU master. We're just going to wait for the APU to... all right, APU door is open. And we'll start the APU. All right, let's come here to the McDo. And let's see here. Let me bring this here to the screen. All right. Now, we have a super chat from Arthur for €4. Arthur, thank you very, very much for your support, my friend. Really appreciate that. Very kind of you. That's really, really very kind and very generous of you, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. All right. Next, we are going to... I'm not sure why I haven't gotten the alert there, but thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Hello, Niels. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us this evening. All right. So we are going to follow the SOP for Airbus, which is diff strip. So the data here is good. And then in its alpha, we're going to go ahead and request that. Thank you very much, Dougal. All right, and here we are. We're just waiting. All right, so we are Spirit Wings flight 359, beg your pardon. The cost index is 36. Cruise altitude 27,000 feet. All right, flight plan data link in progress. So we're going to go to the flight plan, and we're going to select the departure, and we'll bring our excellent Navigraph charts up here on the side, and we're going to select our departure, which is through runway 35 left. 35 left is selected, the D-Danny 3 departure, and that's the D-Danny transition. I don't think we need to add it there. And we're just going to say insert. Perfect. And that is our transition. And next, I believe, is the arrival into Miami. But let's just double check. Yep, it's indeed the arrival. So we're going to select the arrival here, and we're going to go to runway 08 right, which is this one here. And we'll select the Castal to arrival, Novia, and insert that. And there we go. We have one discontinuity, which we are going to clear. So that's our flight plan, and insert. Brilliant. So this is flight plan. So this is diffs rip. So S is for the secondary plan, and we're going to go ahead and select. You can update Autoortho from GitHub. Just type Autoortho in Google, and it will show you the GitHub list, the GitHub results where you can go and download it. Coast Sampak got an update to version 1.5 and sounds really great. I haven't updated that, unfortunately. Well, maybe it's the latest version. I'm not sure when it came out, but all right. So we're going to copy the active. I think I've downloaded 2 days ago. So if it's any time before that, we're good. Okay. So this is the secondary flight plan. Then it's Init Bravo. Now, Init Bravo will be automatically done. This is something I really like, that you don't have to fiddle around with the data. It pulls everything from SimBrief, does the calculation for you. And then we're going to go this rip. So that's the radio. The radio, we don't need to do anything here. In the progress page, we are just going to add KMCO. Actually, what I'll do, I'm just going to put Miami there. So Kilo Mike India Alpha. And we are going to be arriving runway 08 right. So 08 right. And we'll add there about 167 nautical, 66 nautical miles to our destination. All right, perfect. Final thing we need to do is perf. And we can also obtain the data here, so we're going to request the data. And let's take a look here. Let's see, the APU is available, so let's go ahead and turn on the APU bleed. And external power is off. Takeoff data received. Flex takeoff, insert. And why it didn't... All right, that's fine. We can always come here to the Toliss control panel, and we go to loading performance, flaps 173. All right, so 73, insert that there, and takeoff data upload. All right, so we have 134, 134, 139. Transition altitude in the States is 18,000 feet, flaps 1, and the trim 0.3 up, and we are ready. All right, let's put this away, and we need this to be in millibars, and let's grab the altimeter real quick. So looking at the weather information here at Orlando, as you can see, we have 050 degrees, 08 knot wind, visibility is 10, broken at 2,100 feet, overcast at 3,300 feet. The current temperature is 21, and the altimeter is 3016. All right, 3016. There we go. And we have getting close to 2 years now. Alex, thank you very much, my friend.
Getting close to 2 years now.
Yes, sir. Thank you for 22 months of support. Thank you very much. Carl, hello, Carl. Welcome aboard. Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for being here. All right. Thank you very much. Raul Rodriguez. Good afternoon. Haven't seen you in a while, too. Welcome, my friend. All right. So we are done here. We'll put this on the flight plan. We're going to come here and put this on perf. And we can put these away. All right. Master caution canceled. All right. Let's set the glare shield here. So we're going to come and we are going to click here on the constraints. We'll set this back on 10. And the altitude is 27,000 feet. We are not doing state intentions today. Oh, look what Alex just did. 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very, very much, Alex. That is very, very kind of you, sir. Thank you very much. Guys, if you've received a gifted membership from Alex, please be sure to say thank you. That is very, very nice of you, Alex. Thank you for the support, my friend. I appreciate it very much. All right, here we go. 27,000 feet. Excellent. And everything else here is looking good. We're going to start this clock here. And everything else is looking good. All right, we are ready for push and start. Let's put constraints on this side as well. We just need to wait for the alignment to complete. So 316. There we go. All right. Alignment in 0. So it should happen momentarily. All right, perfect. Everything else looks good. This is our door page. Okay. Alrighty. So the MacDo is done. The APU is running. We can go ahead and remove the ground equipment. So let's go down here and go to the mechanic, remove the chocks, and remove the ground power. Excellent. And we are now ready. All right, we have alignment now. I love it when the alignment completes in the Airbus. The way the screen the display just looks really, really nice. All right, perfect. We are ready to go. Let's go ahead and push back. And we're going to say start push.
Cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
All right, we're going to have the pushback truck brings us here on the taxiway.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
All right. And in the meantime, let's take a look at this beautiful view here. Augusta02, welcome aboard. McGregor, welcome aboard. Erickson, welcome aboard. Flopo, welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here. How is your camera movement so smooth? I don't know. X-camera plugin, yes. Khalid Al-Hassan, welcome. All right, look at this. I mean, X-Plane is looking absolutely fabulous, guys. I have to say, even visually, the visual fidelity with Autoortho and the really nice payware airports or orbits through Earth.
Okay, all doors and
I mean, yeah, you
closed.
have to maybe spend a little
connect.
bit of time to tweak, Autoortho and download some freeware plugins, or make an investment in a few sceneries. But overall, it looks just fantastic. Hello, Remy Jensen. Welcome aboard. Tips on getting X-Plane 12 so smooth. It was kind of jaggered at my end. Don't know if... I highly recommend that you look at my settings video, the complete settings guide for X-Plane 12. All right. Look at this aircraft, guys. Wow. It looks absolutely
connected
gorgeous.
and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
All right, here we go. Parking brake released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
All righty, and we have clearance to start our engines. It looks like it started raining just now. All right, so engine mode selector to start. We're just going to wait here. All right, there we go. And engine number 2 is starting. The yellow banana livery is very, very nice. All right. I'll put this on 50, and then if it's too loud, then we can definitely lower the volume. Why are we not getting any volume there? There we go. All right, I think we have a good start. Let's go and start engine number 1. Hello there, Gore. Welcome aboard. I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking, and I hope you are the same, my friend. Right, weather prediction on. There we go.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
All right, parking brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
You have got to love those sounds. All right. We can turn that on. We have a good start on both engines. APU bleed off, APU master off, engine mode selector
Tow is
back to
disconnected.
norm.
On bypass bin has been removed. Hand
Flaps
signal on the left. We'll see you next
for
time and have a
departure.
safe flight.
Arm the speed brakes. Auto brake to max. Let's start the clock here. And we are ready to go. Let's turn on the taxi lights. And everything is set. Okay. Let's go ahead and taxi to runway 35 left for departure. HD Sim, welcome aboard. Spirit usually taxis on one engine. Yeah, that's all right. We're in a sim, so we get to do what we want. All right. Parking brake set. Listen to those sounds. Oh, you gotta love that. I mean, X-Plane is truly, truly looking fabulous. And I just am really very, very excited about, look at the details on this scenery. It's really nice scenery. All right, the runway is at the far end of this taxiway, so we get to enjoy the beautiful scenery here before departure. Let's go ahead and notify cabin crew seats for takeoff. And we need to set this to 0.3 up. And takeoff config. There we go. The oil temperature is very low. The cabin is ready, so it says to delay our takeoff. Hopefully it'll be fine by the time we reach the hold short point for the runway, and we don't need to delay any further, but it looks like the temps are a bit low. So engine 1 oil, low temp, delay takeoff. All right. Autoortho is free and map enhancement basic too. Yes, it's very, very good. Map enhancement is easier to set up. Yes, probably. In my opinion, Autoortho is better. I agree with you there, Thomas. I've tried both, and Autoortho is no longer complicated after the 0.7.2. It's quite straightforward. All right, looks like the engine temps are good now. We're ready to go. Look at this just beautiful sight here of the wing and engine. Very nice livery indeed. Howdy. All right, let's not get too carried away there with the views. I mean, what do you guys think? X-Plane 12 is looking fantastic. It really is looking fantastic. The light scattering, the overall atmosphere, the colors of the sim themselves are, in my view, far more realistic than Microsoft Flight Sim. All right, we are ready. Let's go ahead and turn on our landing lights, runway turn-off lights, nose lights, taxi strobes on, and we're going to set the transponder to TARA. And as we make the turn, we're going to start our clock. All right, clock started. And we are cleared for takeoff, runway 35 left. How do you get rid of the jaggies? Please take a look at my complete settings guide for X-Plane 12. All right, here we go. Look at this, a beautiful sight here. Look at the grass there. Just wow. The night lighting, the lighting in X-Plane is superb. Just really superb. All right, there we go. Hold the brakes. Let's go to 50%. Manflex 73 SRS and runway. Those sounds are just beautiful. V1, rotate. Positive rate of climb. Gears going up. Oh yes. All right, let's begin our turn to intercept the flight path. Flaps up. Thrust climb is set. And autopilot 1 engaged. Just a beautiful looking aircraft and a beautiful sim. All right, let's take a look here. All right, so we're climbing to 27,000. We're going to clear the clouds here in a minute. There is, it looks like, an altitude restriction. So we're going to probably stop here at 250 knots. Yeah, there is a restriction at 5,000. And then there is a restriction at 7,000, it looks like. And then we'll be clear to 27,000. Hello, Tazzy. Welcome aboard. Good morning to you. Spawning Salmon. Welcome. It's the green thing to the Airbus panel caused by the anti-dark cockpit Lua. I don't know. Do you have the physics-based camera enabled? No, we don't. If you want, in the latest beta, so this is 2.1.4 beta 2, unfortunately the physics-based camera is broken when you have X camera enabled, and I cannot do without X camera. I just really cannot. So I've reached out to Mark, the developer of X camera, and he said he was going to take a look at it and try to make it compatible. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not. It broke it. So yeah, there you go. Here, look at this. Again, the artifacts need fixing still, but just look at this, guys. X-Plane is just amazing. I do have, by the way, the light mod. Someone from the last stream told me to install the light mod for the Toliss. So I've done just that in this stream, and you'll be able to see it more prominently once we are at the runway during nighttime. Maybe I'll show you that once we arrive. If it's not too dark, then we'll make it dark and I'll show you how it looks. People who say they play MSFS because it looks better have no argument at this point. If you use some visual plugins for X-Plane, at least, I completely agree. Yes, I mean, even for VFR, I was doing a flight over 900,000. Let's turn off the landing lights. I was doing a flight with Orbex True Earth, and my word, it was just amazing. Just really amazing. I really, really am enjoying even the scenery in X-Plane. It really is starting to look very, very nice, I have to say. Alright, so we have some clouds here. Mark said he will wait until the next X-Plane 12 official version before he attempts to work on camera physics. He doesn't want to chase betas around. That is probably a wise thing to do. Otherwise, he's going to keep changing things throughout the beta. So yeah. 2 tweaks to eliminate starters in X-Plane 12. Thank you very, very much, Carl, for posting that. I appreciate it. Thank you for posting the other one. Thanks, Carl. Appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, so there are tutorials there out there for you guys for anything that you'd like to fix with an X-Plane. I think I've covered pretty much everything from the dark, the dark cockpit to the stuttering in X-Plane. All of those have been covered in previous videos. So what is the Logan upper corner right side Logan 4? Or do you mean in X-Plane? So that is going to, first of all, connect your serial number to your copy of X-Plane. but this is in preparation for the marketplace for laminar research. So this is coming very soon, hopefully, where it's the same concept as the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace, where you can go and purchase add-ons. This is going to be similar. And by the way, they're in the new beta. If you update to the new beta 12.1.4, you'll also be able to find training sessions with Austin Meyer himself, the maker of X-Plane. I've tried one of them, and they are very, very basic, but they are very good for somebody who's starting X-Plane, who's a complete, noob, if you will, and you're just kind of learning the ropes, and maybe they consider that is someone who doesn't even have flight controls, so they'll teach you how to do everything with the keyboard. They're nice for somebody just starting, but very, very basic. No worries at all. Can't wait for the in-game store. I strongly dislike the org store, to be honest. Really? I would be very interested to know why you dislike the store. I've been with the org for the last 9 years, never really had any issues with them. Yeah, they're not very... The store are 18,000. So the store itself is not very user-friendly, but other than that, I think it's it's pretty good. All right, so here's our top of climb, and top of descent is not too much longer after that. So I'm gonna go to perf, and we're gonna go to the next phase, and let's bring up our excellent Navigraph charts. I love Navigraph charts. I love the app, and I love the company and the people that stand behind it. All right, so let's go to weather here, and all right, so 3010. The temperature is 27. Oh, quite warm in Miami. All right, Mach went to 220 at 4. There we go, and finally we'll get the charts, and we are 08 right, so we'll click here, and let's see, D8442. Okay, perfect. All is done here and dusted. Hello there, Sean. Welcome aboard. Madagascar is going to have 5 thunderstorms. Oh, maybe we'll do a flight there. I think MSFS might look better on medium specs, but I only have experience on X-Plane. It does look good on another video QA. It was on Navigraph. The product was quite detailed as well. So the current problem with Microsoft Flight 2024, with all its issue, and let alone the catastrophic release, but the sim itself has still a lot of issues, and not issues just for us simmers, but issues for the developers. They are really having a very hard time porting over their products, and so the promise by Microsoft that everything is going to work and is backward compatible has failed. And that has left a very bitter taste in the mouths of the developers and the consumers alike. A lot of developers are currently staying away from the 2024 platform until it is more stable, until more fixes are brought into it. So, yeah, that is definitely an issue with 2024. I have found it to be really, really good, especially after DLSS 4, and I will be showing you guys the difference in performance using, for example, DLSS 4 with the quality preset DLA or TAA. So we'll be definitely taking a look at that in a future video or stream. But yeah, basically, it is looking very, very good, at least from my perspective. But the developers seem to be staying away from the platform at this point in time. All right, let's take a quick look at the outside here. I think the sounds may be a little bit too loud. But guys, notice Autoortho in the workings here before we get more clouds. I mean, it looks fantastic. And quite frankly, it looks better than the overly saturated textures in 2020. And far more sharp than the ones in 2024. So Autoortho is definitely a game changer for X-Plane. I hope it remains to work because it really is something else. Listen to those engine sounds. All right, here is our top of descent. If we look here, top of descent is in 38 nautical miles, so very short flight today, but I hope you guys enjoy it because it's quite fun. And it really exposes the beauty of X-Plane 12. I'm really, guys, really enjoying X-Plane a lot. I'm really having a lot of fun with it. The performance, by the way, with the new driver, the latest NVIDIA driver, is just paramount. It's really, very, very good. No stuttering whatsoever. The sim runs butter smooth. I have the Autoortho there and my regular settings, so I haven't changed anything in the settings, and everything just looks fantastic. Yeah. On Tuesday, folks, we are going to be reviewing the recently released CAOS DA40 XLS. If you recall, the CAOS team has released a DA42 for Microsoft Flight Sim. I've tried it, and I will tell you right off the bat that it's a steal. The price versus what the aircraft offers in terms of value is a real steal. But I'll leave that for the upcoming stream. Can you make a tutorial of how to install Autoortho? I can't get it installed properly. Please take a look at Vishal's tutorial on that. Would you suggest Autoortho over map enhancement mod for X-Plane 12? Yes, sir. Absolutely, without a doubt. Do you think study level stuff has the same quality in MSFS as in X-Plane? Some, yes. Hey, Robert. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it. I love Autoortho. That makes two of us, my friend. When installing Autoortho, it's just set up EXE. That's all I need. No, you don't need to do anything. It's very self-explanatory. Once you load it with the 0.7.2, you don't even have that command window, the DOS command window, which is really annoying. It's no longer there. Do you have X roads installed too? It looks like your roads network are not be painted on once you get from X-Plane. No, I do not have them. Look at that. Again, here's another look at Autoortho. It looks just fantastic. With Shift C, you can see now we have the handheld camera. Still needs a little bit of tweaking. But I think you get the idea. Alright. Hello, Sin Designs. X-Plane does indeed generally look more realistic, but it needs foliage, proper grass, and better clouds. Then I'd have nothing to complain about. then it needs a better scenery editors. Well, I think the clouds are starting to look really, really good, especially when you use active sky. So I have no complaints in that department. And active sky, generally speaking, injects more realistic weather than X-Plane does. So it is a product that I highly recommend personally. As far as the grass and all that, I really don't care for the grass, because most of the time, even when you're flying at 2,000 feet above the ground, how are you going to see the grass? I mean, you'll see the grass only while you're taxiing. And I can really disregard the fact that I'm not going to, see very realistic grass in X-Plane, although it's starting to look really, really good, and the developers are becoming very creative with creating 3D grass in X-Plane. But to me, it's not a big deal. I'll never complain about grass. I'll never complain about, anything to do with the ground, unless it's just an immersion breaker. But for me, not seeing the grass or seeing grass from the distance, it looks just fine. So, in all honesty, I don't think that the visual fidelity of X-Plane is lacking to the point where it breaks the immersion or breaks the experience. I think still it offers a very realistic environment to fly in. All right, here's the top of descent to nautical miles. Let's go ahead and begin. Let's begin the descent. 10,000. Now descent. Let's get our platform altitude, which is 3,000 feet. So let's go to 3,000. All right, there we go, 3,000, and we have now begun the descent towards Miami, Florida. It will just take time. Yeah, every update, the clouds get better already. Absolutely, yes. And now they also have cirrus clouds, so those actually look very nice now. Don't forget to perform an automatic landing. All right, so it looks like you guys want an automatic landing. All right, we'll do that. No worries. So you guys want an auto land today? Looks like one of you does. So if you guys are okay with that, although I think it's, it breaks the fun, at least for me. But if you guys want that, that's fine. Q8, do you use lossless scaling? Yes. Thanks for the great videos. Absolutely. Augusta02. Yes, I do use lossless scaling. I'm not using it in this particular stream because we are getting 90 FPS right now, so 80 FPS. So I don't think I really need a lossless scaling for this particular stream. I will tell you when I use lossless scaling. If I'm flying into an airport like like Microsoft, like Los Angeles or JFK, those airports, without a doubt, I use lossless scaling, because the frames can really drop to like 32, 31, and that's when the things start getting a little bit jittery. So yeah, I use them for those for sure. All right, let's take a look here. Get a nice wing view there. FPS with Toliss is pretty good. Yes, it is. Yeah. There, look at this again. Nice view. And you can see Autoortho. And by the way, all the roads and everything else is actually X-Plane default. So it's only the scenery that comes from Autoortho. But everything else, all the overlaid assets are X-Plane assets. So yeah, it's looking good here. Let's take a look. Here again, another look at Autoortho for you guys. Again, to just see how good it is for being a free product. It is streamed online, but you don't really feel it. It feels as if the entire world has satellite imagery. There, you can see it here. Very, very nice. Look at that right there. And I really appreciate the fact that the developer has made changes to really improve the performance. It used to take ages for X-Plane to load when Autoortho in the previous version, but with this new version, 0.7.3, it loads instantly, almost instantly. So I'm very happy with those changes. Again, the program itself does not run that command window anymore, so it's all embedded, and it's starting to look very, very promising. And Autoortho really does change X-Plane quite a bit. So I highly recommend that you get it if you don't know how to install it. Again, it's actually very simple, but if you want a step-by-step tutorial, I highly recommend Drishal's tutorials, which the guys have already put in the chat. I asked the automatic landing because I believe I did something wrong and I crashed during a very low visibility landing. Hey! Oh, okay. No worries there, Benjamin. Boeing Port Mike, how are you doing, my friend? And how is Logan, New Jersey? Welcome. One more question for Autoortho install. When prompt to install and ask me for this folder scenery install directory. When choosing, I have one custom scenery. No, it's the custom scenery. That's where it needs to go, not global. Would you suggest Autoortho over map enhancement mod for X-Plane? Yes, definitely. XP on SSD is the best invention ever. Yes, sir. Can you go down with the camera to the ground level? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. All right, 18, we've already missed. I'm sorry, guys. I was kind of looking over your questions. All right, let's go to the 3010. And do the same thing here, 3010. Right, we're getting close here to Miami. All right, let's take a look here. Let's go to Yako. We're going to go to the fix here, and we're going to insert K Kilo Mike India Alpha 08 right, and the radial is 09 or 2, so 092 radial, and 10 nautical miles for the radius. And now we have our nice circle there around the airport for situational awareness, just so that we are aware of where we are relative to the runway. Right, we're descending through 14,000 for 3,000. So you guys want an auto land today, or do you want me to look at this scene, guys? Just beautiful sky colors, the light scattering, clear skies as well here at as we approach Miami. But I am really impressed with X-Plane. Really, a much better sim in my view. No Autoland. Thomas says no Autoland. Throttle says Autoland. All right. Maybe, guys, we'll do an Autoland in another stream, because it's just really it breaks the fun. No Autoland. The Autoland is just really something I don't like to do. Autoland, if you would show the steps, please. Stan. Oh, okay. No Autoland. All right. Well, if Stan says Autoland, then we have to do it. Well, with Autoland, I don't think there is anything you need to do other than I think you need both autopilots to be engaged for Autoland, but that's about it. Let's turn on the landing system. And the aircraft would pretty much Autoland just with the two autopilot switches turned on. That's it, I think. Manual landing. I was wondering if you can take the camera down to the ground level now in the stream. Oh, the Airbus has the simplest autoland system. Yes, Dougal. What's your favorite A320 between X-Plane 12 and MSFS 2024? I do like the Phoenix a lot, but I also like the Toliss fleet. So you want to go to... so there, that's the camera. That's the ground camera right there. I suppose this is what you wanted me to do. Okay. Just, guys, look at this. All right. Let's switch this to 20 nautical miles. Excellent. If you want to see the flight model and how it handles the manual flying, is the best. But if you need to see the flare of Autoland, that's another thing. But the flare in this aircraft is good. Yes, I think this aircraft does a very good job with the flare. I think it does, yeah. So here is we're going to be out of the restriction, and then we're going to begin the descent once again. This is the 10 nautical mile ring, so we are good here, and everything is looking good. So, what's your favorite? Yeah. So, well, do the Autoland tutorial. Well, there isn't really a tutorial. The aircraft just, for Autoland, to my knowledge, is just putting the approach performance page, and near final you engage both autopilots. That's what I know as well. If Stan wants a tutorial for Autoland, then it's fine. All right, let's do that. Let's do the Autoland. Strange to watch the D-Crab on Autoland in strong crosswinds. Yes, I don't think you have Autoortho installed correctly. The textures on the ground looks vanilla to me. No, they are not. They're definitely not vanilla. These are not vanilla textures. Let's see if I can go there. Where can I go? Oh, you mean where I went the camera? Yeah, maybe it's to do something to do with that. But this is definitely Autoortho. Here, you can see all of this is Autoortho. You'll be able to see it more as we approach our destination. But this is definitely all Autoortho. This is not default, for sure. There are sometimes some places where there are some areas sometimes where there are missing patches, but it's definitely when conditions are not perfect. Yeah. I'm trying to find a spot here to... I mean, this is definitely... You can see the coastline here. This is definitely not default. And you can see it again far in the distance there. Definitely not default stuff there. Definitely not vanilla. You'll be able to see it more once we are closer maybe to floor, but this is again here. You can see the coastline here, and you can see it here as well. This is definitely not. If this was vanilla, I'll tell you. If this was a vanilla, I would say just all, you know, that X-Plane has done a remarkable job, and that. But yeah, this is definitely not vanilla. You can see it here very clearly. I'm used to auto landing when the conditions are not perfect. Am I doing something wrong? Take a look at Rashal's video. It helps. Yep. No worries at all. No need to be sorry, my friend. All right, 9,000 landing lights. Runway turn off lights. Fasten seatbelt signs are on. And just look at that, guys. As we approach our destination, it looks like some clouds are in the vicinity. And this is looking absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Let's switch to external view. Look at that. I mean, tell me this doesn't look good. Wow. Look at the sun. I love how the sun is modeled. The lighting in X-Plane is just superb. And I love the fact that they don't have the lens flare, because lens flare is a property of a camera lens, not in real life. You wouldn't see lens flare. So I like the fact that you don't have lens flare in X-Plane. It's completely unrealistic to have lens flare. So yeah, just look at that. Look at that scene. Here, look at that. Wow. The clouds are looking absolutely fantastic. This scene right there is looking extremely realistic there with the proper light scattering on the clouds. Wow. Call me biased, guys, but I love X-Plane. Alright. Alright, looks like there is restriction at 6,000. And everything else here is looking good. Let's see, decel, manual, okay. Alright, so we will continue. So this is it. So we're going to continue past Torak at 5,000. And once we begin the descent towards, you can see that there's a little bit of turbulence now. Once we are past Copra, we will go ahead and fly direct to... Once we pass Copra, we'll fly direct to it. And then we should be fine. We are reducing our speed there. Okay, so that looks good. And we are currently into the clouds. We're switching this to 10 nautical miles. Here we're descending to 5,000. 2 yellow clouds. Maybe slightly too yellow, yes. Maybe. X-Plane shows the world as it looks to the human eye, and this shows what a video of it looks like. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. For some reason, all sunsets are yellow in XP. Yes, I've noticed that. Right, here's the glide slope needle, and we have the localizer needle as well. So we'll pass, we can see that we are also descending now. So we'll just give it some time. We'll pass the 10 nautical mile ring here, and then we'll fly direct to Copra. So we'll just let the plane do its thing. There's definitely some turbulence. So maybe actually it's a good day to do an autoland, since you guys really want to do it. So well, we'll give it a test. In fact, I don't think I have ever tried to do an autoland in the Airbus. I know I've tried the Zibo once, but I don't think I've ever tried with the Toliss. So yeah, if you guys like to do that, maybe it's a good time for us to give it a test. Yes, the yellow and orange. This is because of the ozone layers in the air and the physics of your eye. Oh, that's how it is modeled. Well, V-Sky Check, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. We are going to... All right, we're going to go speed check flaps 1. All right, flaps 1. And we're going to monitor here the glide slope needle. We're going to give ourselves a little bit time to be able to make the turn back to the airport. All right, let's go ahead and fly direct now. So we're going to come here. You can see this discontinuity. So normally you'll be vectored by ATC. So we're going to go direct and Copra and insert. There we go. And now we're going to fly direct to the waypoint. We're going to level off at 3,000 feet. So we are good here. Okay, and approach. Again, you can see the Autoortho scenery here very clearly. And that's the airport ahead of us. Can you do an extended center line? Can you do extended center? I'm not sure what that means. Hey Q8, have you noticed any changes in the physics cam after the update? Yes, I have. I've done a few tests and it is a little bit better, I have to say. But unfortunately, it's broken in X camera. So, and X camera is a must for me. So. Alright, look at this beautiful approach, guys, as we approach Miami International Airport. Wow. I don't like the artifacts there in the distance, but other than that, we're looking good. Alright. We're going to go speed check, flaps 2. Right, and landing gear coming down. Look at that, guys. Look at the contrails there. Wow. Just lovely. All right. And we are going to go flaps 3. What a beautiful approach. Look at those clouds, guys. Wow. There is X-Plane 12 for you. All right. If we click now on Autopilot 2, you'll see that both autopilot buttons are now engaged, and it says here Cat 3 Dual. If you see this, then it's an auto land, basically. So we're going to go speed check, flaps full, and now the aircraft should auto land. The only thing you need to do is retard the throttles once we touch down. Hello, Mr. Shakir Hashlan. How are you doing, Captain? Thank you very much for being with us this evening. Harrison, welcome aboard. Wow. Guys, look at this beautiful scene here. There is Autoortho for you. Again, not completely, sometimes you'll see some strange things. But overall, I think it's very, very nice. Wow. just really a fantastic looking approach into Miami International. Those clouds are looking absolutely gorgeous. Both sides have to be on and synced to do a Cat 3 autoland. That's exactly what we have here. Cat 3 dual, and we have the radio altimeter. We have both Autopilot 1 and Autopilot 2 engaged. And all right, cabin and spoilers armed, and we are clear to land.
1,000.
All right, we'll just let the aircraft do its thing. You guys want to see an auto land? That's what I'm gonna do. And we'll definitely do a replay too and see how well the aircraft autopilot did. Wow, just a beautiful approach into Miami here in X-Plane 12.1.4. First class stuff, for sure. Even the road traffic is very believable.
500.
500 feet.
Minimum.
Continue.
400. $300. 200. 100.
All right, let's see.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Retard. 5.
Reverse screen. Listen to the reversers. Well, what do you guys think? It did pretty well, huh? Wow. All right. I think it did pretty well. A little bit maybe of a float, but overall, I think it's done pretty well. Wow, actually it's better than MSFS. Yes, it does. Yeah. Very, very smooth. Very nice. All right, let's take a look here at the replay real quick. I thought that was really, really well done. A proper landing. Was it in the touchdown zone? Do you recall? Let's see. Let's take a look.
200.
All right, let's take a look here. Wow, that's pretty good, huh? Not bad at all. Listen to those engine sounds. Gotta love it. Let's do it here again. But this time we're gonna do a different you have got to love X-Plane, guys. Anyone who is serious about flight siming cannot not love X-Plane. Alright, here we go. Just look at this view here. Wow. Look at the night lighting. Just spectacular. How about another replay with the wing views there? Wow, so many angles. You really can enjoy. All right, here we go, and this time we'll do a wing view here. All right, let's take a look here. I mean, this looks very realistic, I have to say. The night lighting, the clouds, everything, just the combination of everything in X-Plane makes it look very, very realistic. Yeah, you can see Autoortho once you're closer to the ground doesn't look all that good, but overall, again, very, very good alternative for what X-Plane offers by default. Nice wing flex. All right, we're done with the replay mode. We've had our fun. All right, let's retract the flaps. Why is my toe brakes not working? Huh. Strange. What happened? The aircraft doesn't seem to want to steer. Strange. Very, very strange. Let's see here. What's going on? Joystick actions. Not sure why it doesn't want to. The tiller. Not assigned. For some reason, I've lost my brake pads, but we can use the tiller here to. All right, at least we can use something to steer the aircraft. It's back to normal now. This is the light mod for the Toliss. I've included all the mods that I'm using for the Toliss in the description of the stream, so if you're interested, you can find them there. We're just going to go straight there. The scenery, by the way, here is also of Nimbus Simulations. Right, let's kill the taxi light. Why there is a cone there, but it shouldn't be there. All right, parking brake set, and we'll just wait for the APU here, and then we can turn off our engines. Actually, we can come and connect the external power. So if we go to the mechanic, yeah. All right, and you can leave the nav lights on, and we'll leave everything else here as it is. There we go. So, what do you guys think? I think that X-Plane 12, without a doubt, is starting to look really, really good. The visual fidelity, I think, can be the... let's see, the shortcomings of the visual fidelity in X-Plane can definitely be overcome with things like Autoortho and other add-ons, most of which are free, so you don't really need to make any investments to make the sim look good. Overall, I've really, really enjoyed this. You know what, guys? What I'm going to do here very quickly, I'm going to come here and I'm going to say, clear the weather. All right, apply that. And the reason I want to do this is I want to change the time a little bit. Here, wait. There we go. So here you can see Autoortho much, much better. As you can see here, this is all Autoortho, so this is all satellite imagery, and you know it looks pretty good. It's not perfect by any means, but it still looks very, very good. Here again, you can see it from the top-down view. It looks really nice. It definitely adds that extra layer of immersion and realism to X-Plane. And the same thing, by the way, applies again here. I think you can see it clearly here. Now, the resolution is not that great, I have to say, but when you're flying at, you know, higher altitudes, it doesn't really matter. It looks really, really good, as we've witnessed in this stream. The one thing I do want to show you as well is nighttime. So if we change the time here again, and we are going to come here and just look at the beautiful night lighting in X-Plane. There we go. Here is what things look like during nighttime. And here's my favorite time in X-Plane. Let me show you this. So this is right there. Where is it? There you go. That's probably my favorite time in X-Plane. I think the sim looks just so nice. There. I think that's better. There you go. And you can also go to here, customize, and we're going to say marginal VFR. Let's add some clouds. No, that's not what I wanted. Let's change that to VFR broken. Yeah, that's better. All right. Now you can see it much better. Look at this. Look at how X-Plane looks with the clouds, with Autoortho. I mean, this is fabulous. This is really, really nice, nice looking sim. Yeah. If you're serious about flight simulation, guys, you cannot say no to this. Yeah, it looks that good. Sorry, guys, I'm really enthusiastic about X-Plane. This channel was founded on X-Plane tutorials and everything X-Plane, so I definitely have affinity for this sim, and it does look just gorgeous. Very, very realistic, very fluid, just excellent sim. Autoortho, you said? Yes, sir. Autoortho. Hey, Aero Hub, how are you? I'm glad you finally installed Autoortho. Yeah, it is really good. I have to say, I have to admit that it's really good. It's definitely a game changer, and the clouds are actually looking pretty nice. Look at this here. Look at this scene right here of the city here of Miami. Look at that. I mean, tell me this doesn't look good. And by the way, all of this autogen is X-Plane default. So I have no add-ons there for the city. Just the airport is that of Nimbus Simulation. And here you can see how things look like in X-Plane. Yeah, look at this scene right there. Look at the water, and you can see the shadow of the buildings there, the reflections. Just really a beautiful looking scene here of Miami, Florida in X-Plane 12. Well, folks, I'm going to leave you with this beautiful scene here, and I will definitely be seeing you again this coming Tuesday. We are going to be performing a full review of the COWS Diamond DA40 XLS version, the latest release from the COWS developer team for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 and 2024. So stay tuned for that. I want to thank you very, very much for being here with me this evening. I thoroughly enjoyed this stream, and I hope that you've enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed streaming it for you. I hope that you've enjoyed the auto landing as well, based on your requests. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Stay safe, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and bye-bye for now.